What's up, guys? This is Miasin. So we just got the final cards confirmed for Supreme Darkness, which is again coming out in what is it, like a week and a half, something like that. I mean, the sneak peek should be in a week. So yeah, brace yourselves for the next top tier. I was gonna say the next top tier course, and not really, but yeah, it's a decent one for sure. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. But anyways, before we go any further, a friendly reminder, of course, to smash the like and subscribe button. It is the only way I get to keep existing on this planet. I swear to God, without your support, I would be disintegrated. I would just be like a particle somewhere in the galaxy. But yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. It's getting late. It's almost like 1 a.m. Okay, so detonating Karibo Super. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Otonari Thunder. Yeah, nobody cares at all. Perform Val Sky Magician Girl. Cool story, bro. Magistus Korozo, on the other hand, is actually kind of huge. So this card is obviously really good in the Magistus deck, no shit, but also in the Magistus engine in Raziel when we're gonna be able to actually this might be playable now. I'm not 100% sure, but honestly, I think I would wait until we get the new the new Magistus monster. I think it's a Spoon. Really good card. It searches Zoro out from deck pretty much, and then you get to play the game from there. So once we get that, Magistus Raziel could be the way to go. But with Korozo, it's already looking really good. So yeah, definitely don't sleep on this card. It is absolutely fantastic. I will be making some combos with this card in the TCG. And it's a super rare, so it's not even like you can say it's expensive. Anyways, we got some new TCG exclusives. Dark Necromancer has been announced before, so it's not like it's brand new or anything. And it's a good card. It's playable in, I was gonna say Raziel, no, in Vendred. It's not Mitsurigi support because it says Fiend or Zombie Ritual Monster, so it has absolutely nothing to do with the other TCG exclusive. We'll carry on the Rotting Phoenix. Very interesting. So it's a level 4 Dark Zombie Tuner. If you control a zombie monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. And then during the main phase, you can return this card from the field to the hand. Then you can special summon a zombie monster from the hand. And then you can only use each effect of whatever this card once per turn. I think this is very underwhelming for a 2025 card. I don't understand why they gotta print cards like this way too late. Like, this card could have been out like 10 years ago. Nobody would have batted an eye. Like, it's not... I don't even want to consider it a good card. It's just like very mid. It's, yeah, not much to say though. Yeah, this card is also not really new. Okay, Minimalian is a very interesting one. So it's a level 4 Water Psychic, and you can banish any other card from your hand, special summon this card from your hand. So obviously my first reflex was, oh, this could be good in Thunder Dragon, but obviously it can also be good in Malice. You can banish one face-up level 4 lower monster control, and then special summon a monster from your deck with the same original type and attribute that the banished monster had, but it has to be 1 or 2 levels lower than its original level, and then you can only use each effect of Minimalian once per turn. This is, without the shadow of a doubt, an extremely unique and interesting card. So in the Malice deck, I don't really know how you're trying to abuse this, since you're really only able to summon, well, either a level 3 or 2 Psychic Water, which I don't even know if there is any out there. I mean, especially level 2, this is kind of like very specific. I don't know if you can summon like the Punk monster in the Punk deck. Maybe that could make sense, but... Oh, actually, you can summon the Mutant monsters. Wow, okay, so this is a 1-card starter in Mutant. Yeah, this is already looking, I guess, interesting. But yeah, there is pretty much nothing else that you can really summon, so yeah, just a weird card. And if you banish like a Dark Cyberse, I don't even know what that can really lead, if it's like a level 1 or 2 monster. Let me check real quick. Dark Cyberse, that isn't level 3. Obviously, the options have to be pretty garbage. Let's see. So you can summon Template Skipper, which is also coming out in the Supreme Darkness. So this card on the field, it doesn't do that much. I don't really like it too much. Honestly, Template Skipper is not the best, even though it's like supposed to be like the equivalent of like Twins of the Eclipse for the deck. But you can summon Microcoder, and you can summon ably, which is very interesting. Being able to ably log the opponent could be something that maybe Malice is going to try to do now, at least against like Raziel. If everybody's playing Raziel Fiendsmith, then ably takes like 2 seconds to out. They can just normal summon something, make Moon of the Cruel Sky, and then you're going to regret ablying the opponent. Or they can tribute summon Engraver. That is also a possibility, and it also plays relatively hard into Bestials, because now you committed a lot and you get Bestialed on your Ibli. And then, yeah, you can summon Life Twin Leela, not that it really matters. You can summon EMP Meow Mine, great card, I really like it. And honestly, that's about it for the really relevant cards. Everything else is kind of cheeks, not gonna lie. But yeah, microcoder, like I said, that's definitely an interesting one. If you're trying to go for like a cyber spile deck, I really do believe that this card could make sense in your deck. So this card, super interesting. I absolutely cannot wait to make like a full in-depth video just on it, because there's so many things that you can do with it. Untapped potential for sure. I didn't really hear anyone talk about this card either, but it is definitely one of the most interesting new cards, well, brand new cards in Supreme Darkness. Anyways, this card is Shadow Severing Strike, I think. Anyways, continue spell. If a card is banished from the hand and or field to activate a monster effect. Okay, so this card inherently synergizes with this card right here, I think. No, actually, that's a... Oh, yeah, it is. It's a cost in order to special summon this. It's not like a built-in inherent summon. So, yeah, that would trigger its effect. So you can apply one of the following effects based on one of the other... Well, one of the card types banished. So if you're banishing a monster, you get to negate the effect of one face-up spell or trap card on the field until the end of this turn. So you can negate like a Floodgate, a Scale Drain, etc. You can negate Razor Cross as well. Spell, you draw 2 cards. That's a little whack. And then trap, you banish a monster on the field, doesn't target, so it's not too bad. I don't really know like which kind of decks can really take advantage of this. And also, like, the card has to be banished from the hand or field to activate a monster effect, so it has to be like the cost. So in other words, if you use like Cheshire Cat to banish, you know, like a Malice card from the hand, it will not trigger this. Don't go thinking that you can go Cheshire Cat, banish the field spell, and then draw 4 cards. Like, draw 2 with the Cheshire Cat, draw 2 with this. It's not gonna work. Like, you're not banishing the spell card to activate the effect of Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat does the banishing and the drawing at the exact same time. It's simultaneous. And then if this card is banished to activate a monster effect, you can add one of your other banished cards to your hand, and then you can only use each effect of this card, card's name once per turn. Very interesting card, but I don't really think it's going to be seeing too much play, because like, the card has to be banished from the hand and or field. If it was like hand or field or graveyard, my god, now it would have been like actually insane. Perhaps this card could be interesting in Dragon Ruler, but even then, not really, because you're only really banishing monsters. If banishing spells and traps is something that you can easily do, like banishing spells on your turn and then banishing a trap on your opponent's turn, yeah, that would be literally disgusting. I don't know, there has to be a deck that can abuse this. Again, I will try to make a video on this card relatively soon, so stay tuned. Anyways, DD Post, and by the way, the DD cards, like these kinds of DD cards, not like the DDD and stuff, they're some of my favorite cards in the game. So this is Warrior Digrapher, like, I don't know, is this like a love letter from DD Warrior Lady or a love letter to? I have no idea, because obviously they're both connected in lore, which is really interesting, by the way. I don't know if you know about the artwork of Different Dimension Ground. I think it's because I think they're like both like best friends or like arch nemesis, but yeah, Different Dimension Ground, DD Warrior Lady is slapping Dark, well, I mean, it's another Grepher. It's the dark version of Warrior Digrapher, whatever. Anyways, it's completely unrelated to this video. Continuous trap card. Okay, so monsters you control gain 300 attack for each card type, so monster, spell, and trap among your banished cards. I don't know, like, this doesn't really do much of anything. Once per turn during the main phase, you can banish 1 card from your hand or grave. Then you can shuffle 1 of your banished cards into the deck. Yeah, like, actually super random. And then if this card is banished, you can place it face up on your field. You can only use this effect of DD Post once per turn. Yeah, this card doesn't really serve any real purpose. It's a cute card with a random effect, and that's about it, really. Okay, Beast of Talwar, the Sword Summit. Wow. Okay, so they actually made a retrain of Beast of Talwar, which obviously, by the way, in case you didn't know, it is always treated as an Archfiend card. This is like a name condition, right? Because in the OCG, Beast of Talwar is like Archfiend Talwar, you know? It's kind of like Summon Skull. It's the name in the OCG is not actually Summon Skull, it's something else. Anyways, it's Daemon something. Yeah, that's what Archfiend is in OCG. Daemon, whatever, like demon, you know? But written in like a different way. Okay, if you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Level 7 with the Photon Thrasher clause. So it's basically a Keshtira monster 2.0. The first time this card would be destroyed by opponent's card effect each turn, it is not destroyed. Okay, and then neither player can target other monsters with equipped spell cards or effects. Wait, what? Hold on a second. Is this like you can't equip them with effects period or with equipped spell effects? Because that's completely different, but I'm assuming that it's like equipped spell cards or equipped spell card effects. In which case, this card wouldn't really be too good. Otherwise, like, it's actually pretty interesting, but this card doesn't really feel like it does anything, if that's the case. I don't know, it just looks like a shittier monster for no good reason, unless, again, it protects, like, all of your other monsters, and it also kind of protects itself, in which case it could be extremely good into Raziel Detonator, so that could be something to look into. Yeah, if you guys can clarify this effect, like this, I guess, wording for me, I would really appreciate it, but I'm pretty sure it means, like, you can't target other monsters with equipped spell cards or equipped spell effects, in which case, like I said, it would be garbage. Anyways, Ripple Bird. This really looks like Kikinagashi Fucho 2.0, but like Fucho at home, you know? Rank 1, 2 level 1 monsters. Where have I seen this before? I swear to God, every single rank 1 monster is a bird. For some reason, I don't understand. They're all birds. Zerilusk, Fucho, everything. You name it, you got it. They're all freaking birds. You can detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 monster on the field, changes battle position. Wow. While all monsters you control are in attack position, they gain 500 attack. Really impressive. While all monsters you control are in defense, your opponent cannot declare an attack. There you go. So this is like the anti-Tenpai effect that they literally all have. All of them. Like freaking the Lyrilusk monster, it's also like an anti-Tenpai card. Fucho, anti-Tenpai card. This, anti-Tenpai card. Konami is seriously lacking in originality here. They're all the same. I don't understand. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? I'll move on. The Toil of the normal. I kind of read like the toilet paper of the normal. Okay, alright, so normal trap card, apply these effects in sequence based on the number of normal monsters with different names in your grave. 1 plus, this turn normal monsters you control gain 800 attack, nobody cares. 2 plus, negate the effect of 1 effect monster on the field until the end of this turn, okay. 3 plus, this turn normal monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. 4 plus, shuffle 1 effect monster on the field into the deck. Okay, so if you can have like 4 plus, this is where it gets like very interesting. And then 5 plus, add 1 the Toil of the normal from your deck to your hand. Yeah, that's not really good. It would have been nice if you could board wipe everything on your opponent's field. That would have been nasty. But even in the Blue Eyes deck, this card is just not worth playing. You're gonna have to have like 2 Blue Eyes in order to just negate the effect of 1 monster on the field. If like this was the effect when you have 1, and then this is the effect when you have 2, this card could have been actually worth playing in Blue. Not even, it has to be normal monsters with different names. Never mind, I didn't say anything. Alright, so this card is Cheeks. Okay, let's move into... Oh, hold on a second. Those were all the new cards. No! That's unfortunate. But you know what? This video is not over yet because I still have to cover all the rarities. Okay, so the QCRs obviously are really just a mix of all the secrets, all the ultras, as well as one card that is only a QCR. And that card is like the 25 something. If I don't know what the name is, I don't really care either. I don't really know. Like I said, I don't really care. Okay, so the secret rares are Evil Hero, Dead End Prison. That is the main deck level 4 monster. It's a really good card, not gonna lie. It sends a monster for cost, and then it mimics like the name of anything if you're trying to use it as a fusion material for a hero monster or something. So yeah, obviously I understand why it's like either an ultra or a secret. LZ Azamina of the White Forest, so this is a fantastic card. It can also be played outside of the White Forest deck. Really good card in the Chimera deck, and like I said, it's kind of like a generic card at this point. Argus Stars Glorious Adra. So this card is absolutely great. It's the level 4 monster in the deck. I can't complain about it being a secret. It's just kind of unfortunate that at the current moment, the Argus Stars is garbage. It's extremely bad, but the second wave of support, it's really going to help out. But even then, I just feel like Argus Stars needs more cards. Right now, they only have 1 monster, which is clearly not enough, even though it's like a... It's kind of like a trap monster deck, just like Eldritch, but it's not even... It doesn't even beat Eldritch at doing so. Eldritch is still much better than this. And yeah, we got Passadra, the Storming Atlantean, so great card for Mermail. Definitely gonna help the deck out a little bit, but the deck still loses super hard to Abyss Dweller, unfortunately. Tenyi Spirit Suruya, like I said, great card in the Tenyi Sword Soul deck. Liberator Ato, so this card is the Eldritch card, if I recall correctly. Great card again. Molchimi Meows, fantastic card. Understandable White Secret Rare. Snake Eyes Doom Dragon, you do not want to pull this card. It is gonna be worth like $2. Oh my god. You are doomed if you pull Doom Dragon. Also, you're not gonna make a lot of money if you pull Liberator Ado, I'm not gonna lie. Saint Azamina, this card is gonna be worth a little bit more money once we get Alliance Insight, just because of the new Azamina cards, but at the current moment, this card is gonna be completely useless. And one of the big chase cards of the set is Abao Aku, the Lightless Shadow. It's a great card for sure. It's not going to be worth that much money just because it's a one-of, and it's not like super generic. Like, you still have to play like a dark-based strategy in order to summon it. but it's a great card over. It's gonna show like its true like greatness over time. So I want to say from these secret rares, the best ones are in first place Molchemi Meows. In second place, it's gonna be LZ Azamina of the White Forest, or Abawaku, and then third place is gonna be the other one. And then maybe after that, I'd say, yeah, the Pasagua is also a good one. The Evil Hero is like okay-ish. And then the really bad ones to pull, at least money-wise, would be Argastar's Glorious Adra, Liberator Edo, and these two cards. They're not going to be worth a lot. But Saint Azamina, if you can hold off and actually, you know, buy it when it's cheap, you're going to be making a lot of money over time, like I said. Anyways, the Ultra Rares, we have Evil Hero Toxic Bubble. I actually don't like this card. I don't think it's great. Queen Azamina, so this is the main deck monster. It's not really good. Hold on a second. I'm pretty sure Queen of the Azamina is the level 8, right? It's not the fusion. It shouldn't be. Yeah, it's the level 8. Not a good card at all. This could have been a common, to be honest. Metal Flame Swordsman, garbage. Primate Dragon Either Barrel. This card is extremely good. This card even could have been a secret rare and it would have made sense, but we can be happy, us Blue Eyes players, that we're not gonna have to spend so much money on a playset of another barrel. Test Bear, okay, sure. Gladiator Beast cards are not going to be expensive because, you know, it's very niche. Nobody's really trying to play Gladiator Beast cards unless you're playing Gladiator Beast yourself. Evil Hero Neos Lord, okay. Fiendsmith Rex Tremende, this card is going to be worth nothing because Lacrima is banned, and all the combos involving this, they really have to go into Lacrima first because it requires like a Fiendsmith fusion to be made. So unless you're trying to go into DSERA and then Rex Tremende, it makes no sense. And even though it's like a towers, it's like a very easy to out towers. It's not like a towers that's always unaffected. If you can just clear the equip spell that's being equipped to it, then all of a sudden it starts being affected by everything. Crystal Clearing over Synchro Dragon, it's an incredible card, but it's only really playable in Speedroid, which by the way I will be making a video on this deck relatively soon-ish. Tenny Spirit, obviously same thing. Muladhara, that is the Synchro monster. Goblin Biker gone bonkers. I don't like this card at all. It's honestly a waste of paper. It should have never been printed. Clockwork Knight, great card. Extremely worth investing into, by the way. It will see play, competitive play, obviously right now, but in the near future for sure. And then the Argastar continuous trap card that is good. I don't think this is the field spell. Ame no Murakamo no Mitsurugi. Okay, so this is the good ritual monster. There's two ritual monsters. This one, if it's special summon, it destroys every monster the opponent controls, and it's a 2-of in the Raziel Mitsurugi deck, and in the pure Mitsurugi or Mitsurugi Ogdoadic Alien whatever. I don't know how many copies of this card you want to play, but yeah, it is a great card for sure, so it's going to be worth a little bit of money. And then we have Mitsurugi Ritual, which is also going to be worth a little bit of money, but none of the Mitsurugi cards are secret rares, which is good news for you. So even though this set is really bad in terms of, you know, how much money you're making off of cracking a box, it's really nice that Konami actually put the majority of the good cards as ultra rares and below, and the secret rare cards, there is only like 2 of them that you really need that are secret rares. So yeah, it's really interesting because usually Konami kind of makes their sets like super pay to win. This one is for sure an exception to the rule. Anyways, let's check out these super rares now. So Speedroid Wing Synchron, the level 5 monster that is kind of like a Taketomborg. It does nothing on its own. Gladiator Beast Gestel. I actually don't even know what this name is supposed to like translate into. Tristalos. They changed the L to R. I'm still gonna keep calling it Tristalos. I really don't care. I spent like hundreds of hours playing, you know, Crystron with Tristalos instead of Tristaros. So you really think that's gonna change something to my life? Okay, Arcana Force, the Chaos Ruler. Yeah, that's the fusion monster. It's a really good card. Gladiator Beast Claudius, that's the fusion monster as well. Meteoractor Exagar, that's the rank 3. Abyss Trite, the Atlantean Spirit. This card is the rank 7 Xyz monster. Also a decent card. Eclipsed Twin, sorry, almost died for a second. This is the best card of the set, and it is a super rare. So again, really just proving my point that Konami really respected the budget players in this set, because it's actually insane how, other than, you know, Molcheminialis, you know, like the best card by a long shot is Eclipse Twins, Twins of the Eclipse, and it is going to be worth absolutely less than nothing. So like I said, all the great cards are supers and ultras or even common. Dark Contact, good card and a hero. Sorry, no, that card's not really good. It's Evil Assault, that's extremely good in a hero. Okay, so this is the field spell for Argostars. Meltdown, continuous spell, Tenny Infinity. That's the field spell for Tenyi. Sinful Spells Awakening. I don't care what that is. Don't care. Garbage. Not good in the TCG, but good in the OCG. I don't care about the TCG exclusive. Blah blah blah. Futso no Mitama. That's yeah, that's the other ritual monster. That's like the weird snake looking ass that revives back reptiles once per chain. Don't care. And yeah, this card's cool. The commons, I'm not really gonna go over them just because it's, you know, everything else. But yeah, it's a cool set for sure. A lot of Mitsurugi cards are commons. So Kusanagi, so that's the one that recycles back a card from a grave or banish. Saji is the one that searches a spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. Mitsurugi Prayers, this card is really nice. So it's kind of like a Salamangreat Circle or Rika Glamour, but a quickly spell. So you can get a lot of searches during the draw phase. You can get like 3 searches during the draw phase. You can tribute like Ame and then search for your Saji and then special it, and then, you know, Saji gets a search, Ame gets a search. You do a lot, honestly. Prayers is a remarkable card. And then Great Purification is like the reason why the Mitsurugi engine is absurd. It is completely correct. Like, you tribute Ame on the opponent's turn, you get it back, you destroy everything, and then you negate something. Your follow-up is going to be absolutely nuts. Mitsurugi, if you let them play post turn 1, you will absolutely get demolished. So yeah, I think this is a great set, honestly. I think people are overhating Supreme Darkness way too much. They haven't invested enough time and effort to really comprehend why this is, in my opinion, a good set. It's not going to be like a tier 0 set for sure. I'm not going to start capping and, you know, lying and say things that obviously I don't mean, but this is still a set that you have to take into consideration. It is a set that is good, it's good for meta players, but it is great for casual players, for people who like having fun, for people who like to play different kinds of decks. I really recommend taking a look at the singles individually and not try to buy like a... I mean, you can buy a box if you want to have fun, but like I said, in terms of making money from the secrets, you're probably going to be a loser most of the time if you don't pull cards like Molcheminialis or Abaaku and Elzet Azamin of the White Forest. Everything else, you're pretty much losing money, almost guaranteed. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And let me know how you feel about Supreme Darkness, as well as the new TCG exclusives in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.